Hi, my angels, and welcome back to another video. Now, if you're watching this because you're tired of checking, tired of just wondering if you should keep going or finally let this go, then this video is for you. Because that feeling that you're having right now is not a sign of failure or losing faith, and it does not mean that you're manifesting in the wrong person. Most of the time, it means that you are standing right at the edge of a very big breakthrough. So today I want to talk about that exact moment, especially when it shows up around manifesting in a specific person. Now, recently I had a client send me in an Abraham Hicks clip and ask for my opinion. Now, in this video, a woman is talking about a man that she's been manifesting in for years. She just loves him, she imagines him, she feels very deeply connected to him. But one day, she finally took action and it didn't land the exact way that she had expected. So she asked the question that you might be silently asking too. How do I let go without giving up? How do I stop trying without abandoning the desire? How do I know if I'm aligned or I'm just exhausted? And I want to answer that for you today, but not from a law of attraction angle, from a law of assumption point of view, from nervous system safety and from self concept and state embodiment. Because here is something that I just genuinely see all the time. Now, most people don't struggle with manifesting in a specific person because they're just too attached. They actually struggle because they're stuck in mental rehearsal. So, mental rehearsal sounds like, is this working? Did I already mess it up? Maybe I should just stop thinking about them altogether. Or maybe I'm blocking something better, or I need to do something. So then you call a friend and they reflect back those fears exactly that have been in your mind to you. They're telling you to move on, they're telling you to find someone better, or maybe you don't even vent this out, you just start doom scrolling. And then suddenly your entire feed is tarot reading saying just let them go. There's a third party involvement, they're not your person, they're toxic, or you start even maybe consuming dating coach content and now your person is now labeled to you as an avoidant or emotionally unavailable, this toxic narcissistic master manipulator, whatever it is. I've heard it all, I've seen it all, and it really does make you start wondering if you made this all up in your mind. But you really need to understand something, that this rehearsal is mental, so it is predictive, it's scanning, and it is your brain trying to protect you from disappointment. So when you are actually coming from this, from your flow state, the identity has already settled. So the shift internally is going to happen first, not because circumstances changed, but because you actually stopped needing them to. Because manifestation doesn't come from thinking about the end until you possibly can't imagine it anymore. It comes from living as the self who no longer needs proof because you just know. So that exhaustion that you're feeling, it's not because you want too much or you're out of alignment with what you're wanting. And it's not because it's just not meant for you. It's because you're resisting the state that you've already entered. So when your desire for relief becomes stronger than your desire to force the outcome, this is not you messing up. This is just the recalibration part of this, because you're not letting go of this specific person or maybe this job or the money you're calling in. You're letting go of control. You're letting go of control over the timing, control over proof, and control over these emotional highs and lows start coming in. Because this is where your mind kind of starts to panic, because the mind says, well, if I stop checking, I'll lose it. If I stop affirming, it just won't come. And if I relax, it means I don't care and I'm giving up. But your manifestations do not need supervision, because what's assumed does not require micromanagement. So, whenever I hear a client come to me and tell me that they're just so tired, what I really hear them saying is, I can't keep holding this from fear anymore. So, when it comes to a specific person, this can actually be a really touchy subject, because you don't manifest someone by wanting them harder and proving to the universe that you just love this person or your soulmate, or by replaying this scene a million times just to get a "what are you doing" text. You manifest them by really stabilizing the version of you who does expect love and security, this trust and mutual respect and maturity to meet both of you. Because the real reason people spiral around an SP isn't because it's the wrong choice, because you will definitely experience these same exact cycles, whether it's through having maybe the same dating patterns, or if you stop dating, you might experience these things now through your friends or family, or maybe even authority figures as well. But it's because this self concept is still so conditional. And a conditional self concept sounds like, I trust myself, but only if this works. I'm chosen and I know that, but only if they choose me. And I'm safe, but as long as this unfolds the right way in the exact way I was planning. Because when you really trust yourself, your mental chatter now shifts into, I'm actually okay even if it doesn't happen today. I don't need to keep checking to stay in my identity. I don't have to keep abandoning myself while waiting. So even like that woman in that clip, she didn't fail because she went up and rang the doorbell to her specific person. She felt pain because she left the state to seek confirmation. So the moment that you need confirmation, you've now stepped out of the wish fulfilled. And you don't stop manifesting because you're giving up. You stop because you're just done struggling against yourself. Because your mind and your body, they want peace. Your nervous system wants regulation, and your identity really wants that consistency. So when clients come to me and say, I don't even want to think about this right now, I don't hear detachment. I really hear integration, because the self who knows doesn't need to over rehearse anything, because you just know it's done and you understand your power. So if you are in this phase, here's what I want you to do instead of spiraling. I don't want you to keep asking, well, is it working? I want you to instead ask, can I stay regulated while it unfolds? You're not forcing thoughts and you're not suppressing them either. You're just choosing yourself and the new story over this old mental rehearsal. So if you're feeling super tired, here's the structure that I want you to follow. So go ahead and get out, your notebook, your pen and paper, whatever it is, and I want you to write this down. So, step one is you are going to name what you want. You're not negotiating with anything. You're not here to leave this up to some higher power outside of you. You are here to release the desire. So, if the desire lives in your heart, I want you to fully understand that it was placed there by your highest self, by source, by whatever you believe that is. You need to allow yourself to see it is here. So, you write one clear sentence that's very direct. No, hopefully. No, if this could happen, that'd be amazing. No, maybe. I want you to be really specific. So I am in a happy, healthy relationship with my SP. I am fully paid. I am safe. I am supported. My job allows me to live the life I desire. I am chosen, prioritized, and always pursued by who I want. Or I have the exact body or career that I've always been imagining. So if you need to exaggerate this, go in depth with, how you're feeling. So I just love feeling so secure in myself when it comes to my relationship with my SP. I love knowing that I am the best asset to my dream company. I love feeling relief because I know my bills are always paid in full and early, because this is going to stop that constant relaunching. I can't talk, and I'm sick, so bear with me. But you already launched the desire, so now you are simply just choosing it very specifically. So now, step two, you decide it's handled. So stop asking for proof. It's done in your consciousness. So you're going to pick one phrase that always brings you back home to yourself. So something like, it's done. I don't need to check. I already decided. Reality is catching up. This is mine. I am safe while it unfolds. And anytime your mind asks, where is it? You return here. And this is going to end your mental tug of war, because you stop convincing your brain and you now start leading it, because the 3D is only an echo of what you already said. Now, step three, you're going to trust by embodying, not checking. Okay. So you're going to allow yourself to stay in the state. You don't visit it and then run back to the mirror, because when you feel the urge to maybe check their socials or refresh your email or replay that convo over again or call a friend, maybe you're 17 tarot readings deep now, or you maybe what you feel this urge, like, let me send a reel on how to stop being avoidant, or you're affirming like you're in court. I want you to instead put your hand on your chest and really allow yourself to understand my body is safe right now. You'll take one slow breath in. So inhale for 4, hold, exhale for longer, and really tell yourself, I am the version of me who already has blank. Then do one normal thing. So go shower, eat, reply to a text from your friends, step outside, play some music, go to the gym, whatever it is that you do in your normal daily routine, because this now teaches your nervous system, I can hold this desire without spiraling. And that is going to be the real art of allowing. So now it's my favorite time. You guys know I love my tapping. So I want to do a short tapping round with you just to help you really integrate this into your body. So, as always, you can tap along or you can just listen because this is not about forcing anything to happen. It is about allowing your system to feel safe holding what you already decided. So, this is just how you're standing on business with your manifestations. Okay. So, karate chop point. Even though I feel so tired from thinking about this, I deeply and completely love, honor, choose, and accept myself. Because even though part of me has been checking, waiting, and wondering, I choose to let my body soften right now. And even though I've been afraid that if I stop trying, I'll lose it, I am open to feeling safe without urgency. Okay, eyebrow point. This exhaustion I've been feeling, all of this pressure to just make something happen already. This habit of checking for proof, this fear that if I just relax, it just won't come. But I've been holding this from fear. And my body is genuinely so tired of struggling. I acknowledge how hard I've been trying. This is under the arm, top of the head. So I let myself breathe right now. Because what if I don't need to force this? What if I don't need to check anymore? What if the desire is already handled for me? What if I can stay me while this all unfolds naturally? Because I don't need confirmation to stay in my state. I already decided I have what I want. My nervous system can rest now, and I am safe to stop monitoring. So I release the urgency around timing. I release the need to control the how. I release all of these emotional highs and lows because I don't abandon myself while waiting. I choose consistency over obsession. I choose regulation over rehearsal. I can hold my desire without spiraling because this state is safe for me to reside in. I'll take a deep breath in and out. Hand on your heart. It is done. I already decided. I don't need to check, and I am safe while this unfolds. Okay? Take a deep breath, shake that off. Whatever it is you need to do, I want you to understand that your manifestation does not need more effort. It needs you staying with yourself. So you're not behind, you're not failing, you are simply integrating, and that is when things are going to move for you. So if you feel you are just so exhausted, it's not because this is not working or that you need to try harder. It's just because you've been trying to control the timing, control the proof and the evidence, and control exactly how it's showing up. But your success metric isn't measured by did they text yet? Is it here yet? Did I get that call back yet? It's the mind shift of did I stay me? Did I stay regulated? Did I stop begging the 3D or something outside of myself to soothe me? Because when you can hold the state without urgency, reality has no choice but to conform. So, if you're tired, I want you to ask yourself, what would the version of me who already has it do today? And usually the answer is you wouldn't punish yourself, you wouldn't guilt trip yourself, you wouldn't be stalking, you wouldn't be spiraling. You would rest, you would get what needs to be done today completed for the day, you would allow yourself to receive, and you would stay decided. So I just know this video gave you an aha moment. And if you feel you're struggling, you can always work one-on-one with me. And I also have courses that you can follow that are really, really helpful. I really just can't wait to hear all of your successes. So until next time, my loves.